let's talk about the elephant in the room. Engage was never going to sweep Choose Your Legends 8. It wasn't. And this video is not meant to stir up drama or take shots at anybody or XYZ. Okay? This is just me coming to you with data that my viewers provided me from their voting ballots and interpreting what the heck happened in the overall election process. Okay? So, to start, Engage was never going to sweep. Okay? They weren't. And it was evident to me over here, right? Because as I'm looking at day 1 titles, 30% voted Engage. Day 2, 27% voted Engage. Day 3, 27. Day 4, 26. Day 5, 27. It goes on like this, okay? The majority of my viewers' votes came in Engage constantly. Now you might think, oh, well, that means that Engage characters got a lot of votes. And they did. They did, in fact. Of the top 20 in each category, roughly half of them were Engage characters. But that's the problem. You see, there comes a point in time when a new title enters the mix. If it's not popular enough, but just popular, what you end up happening is a vote split. And that's exactly what happened this time around. And I kind of alluded to this in my first video when I covered predicting who was going to win Choose Your Legends 8. Just like the Anna fans, you split the vote. Unfortunate. But aside from all that, okay, we had a lot of condensed voting happening as well. So a title like Three Houses, which was massively popular, I think it's safe to say that it's a new Fate's Awakening for heroes. I think that's a fair statement to make in certain occasions. You had a lot of vote condensing coming in for popular but not quite popular characters like Bernadetta, like Felix. Characters who have been in the top 5 for a few years, but unable to clinch that last vote. Until you had a group of people vote in that direction simultaneously. It's kind of similar to the Gatekeeper phenomenon, if you remember that. You had people who genuinely liked Gatekeeper. You had people who thought it was funny and good to vote meme in Choose Your Legends. You had people who were just rallying behind anything Three Houses at the time because it was still relatively a fresh title. All of that vote consolidation came in. There were no more top tier popular characters, the House Lords, Brave Houses, we remember that year. And so what you had was an uprising phenomenon. Something kind of similar happened this time around as well. You had very dedicated fans, and then you also had people who were determined to not have an Engage sweep. But again, in reality, Engage, a popular title, but not popular enough, there wasn't enough vote consolidation. There were enough votes. In fact, if you go back and look, I bet you anything the total Engage votes compared to the total of Three Houses votes is near identical. We'll have actual numbers eventually when the total list drops. But that would be my assumption. The issue is that of that top 20, roughly half were Engage. And only a couple were Three Houses. So the majority of the Three Houses votes went to 1 or 2 characters. Mainly Felix. Same with the women's side. Mainly Bernadetta. So, in reality, it was never really that shocking to me. But then again, I had the answers already. Because once again, my viewers picked correctly 3 out of the top 4, with the correct 4th option here being Female Robin, just barely missed from Ivy by a mere 24 votes. So within a 30 vote error margin. Again, my viewers would have gotten 4 out of 4. And I have a breakdown here for you. I have the top 20, which did get released, and then the top 20 votes that they had sent in. Top 2, we hit 50%, right? That's these guys. Top 5, we were at 80%. Top 10, we were at 80%. Top 15, we dipped a little bit by 73%, but that was mainly by just missing characters like Lapis and Freya. And then top 20, we had 85. Only missing 3 characters total from the top 20. And it was nearly identical on the men's side, except y'all actually kind of killed it here. You had the top 2 and top 5 in the men's bracket completely perfect, outside of obvious placement. But first and second don't really matter that much anymore, since there's no more preferred skill special, you know. But then top 10, that was 80%. Top 15, that was also 80%. And then top 25 actually jumped. You went to 85%. So really consistent results overall. And I'm so very proud of all of you. Because I get to brag about this. I'm going to brag about this to my family the next time I talk to them. I'll be like, did you know that I have a YouTube channel? And on that YouTube channel, I did statistical analysis of voting by my viewers to predict the overall general election. And they'll be like, what does that mean? And I'll be like, exactly. But I mean, overall, really impressive. Really impressive. This is now 2 years in a row. I didn't do that deep a dive last year because it was just kind of a last minute whim that I had thought of to do on like days before the results. But now that I have a proper collection process and I'm able to actually dig through every single vote and bring out, you know, all these stats, went a little bit deeper. And overall, I'm very impressed. So again, with a very slim margin of error for getting 4 out of 4, you all nailed 3 out of 4 again for a second year in a row. So to that one dude on Reddit who was like, why would I trust the word of some random guy? Stay mad. That's my answer to you. Anyway, that's this. This is what I got for you. I'm, again, very proud of you all. Hey, listen, Engage fans, don't split the vote next time. That's my advice to you. And congrats to Felix and Bernie fans, I guess. You did it, finally. Yeah, this is what I got. I think it's great. I think it was great. I think Alphonse winning is really cool. Hopefully I don't catch flack for mentioning that thinking Alphonse would win would be cool in my interim video. But yeah, that's that. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope that this helped clear up some things for you, potentially. And I will see you in the next one.